So, almost ready to get underway. Pitching in our game today, Pedro Martinez. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Oh, and the zone doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. And now 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Bryce Harper stands in now and watches strike 1. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Ball 1 there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Joe Morgan. That one ran inside, almost got him. Popped up. Stop. Settles under this one. Makes the catch. 1 away. And now Ricky Henderson, good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that one is lifted in the air, and it falls.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Schwarber puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2. Willie Mays, the next to hit. 4 for 8 in the series so far. And that one is inside ball 1. When Nola was in college at LSU, he got a chance to play with his brother, Austin, who was the team shortstop, and as well his roommate. This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. Ricky around third and on his way home. He will score, and it's 1-0.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And the 1-0. There's a strike. Mays stands at second with 2 gone. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and deals. And a ball evens the count. Hard ground ball, base knock. Mays flying around third. He scores, and they take a 2-run lead.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Ernie Banks stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Next offering is in for a strike. Sneaks through, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's a big power threat. Stan Musial. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And first offering is fouled off. At the belt and fires. And it's fouled away. Right-hander kicks, deals. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball to letters. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran outfielder, Kyle Schwarber. And ball 1. Kyle Schwarber, a guy with prodigious power. He's made a couple all-star teams, won a Silver Slugger, an Ohio kid who played his college ball at Indiana. He's one of the better power hitters in the sport. And now 2 balls and a strike.
A special player and a special just human being. And for many years, you and I, being around the Cubs, could understand quickly after we met Schwarber why Jed Hoyer and Theo Epstein seemed like they would never part ways with it.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Nick Castellanos in the box now. No balls and a strike. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Garrett pulls it down, and there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The A's. And welcome back. And now the veteran catcher, Mike Piazza.
The catcher, Mike Piazza.
Nola back to work. Nola's a guy who registers a lot of strikeouts. In fact, he's had 220 or more strikeouts in 3 different seasons. The next pitch misses. Ball 2.
And one thing about Nola, Boog, just outstanding command, really sets up that breaking ball to expand the zone to get hitters for that swing and miss.
You think about it, in 2022, he walked 29 guys in 205 innings. That's pretty incredible. Out to short, Sosa. Slings to first. One up, one down. Mickey Mantle will hit next. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Hard hit, left field, base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 1-0. In the air, left field, down the line, and that one gets down, fair ball. Mantle, round second, on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. So digging in, Ricky Henderson singled and scored his first time. And a foul ball. Mantle, the runner at third. Morgan over at second with 1 down. Bounce to the left side. The throw to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Chipper Jones. This guy has turned into a beast. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Runner from third comes across, and it's 4-0. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Soft contact in the air. That's a base hit. They're waving Chipper home. He'll score easily. It's 5-0. Lou Gehrig now at the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The pitch. Ripped on the ground to second. Stott over to first in time. And back here at the ballpark, top half of the third inning. And here is Rhys Hoskins. That one's in there. 0-1. Hoskins in his 6th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
That one missed. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Next one misses, and 1-1. Real Muto was an outstanding high school quarterback. Was signed to go play quarterback at Oklahoma State, but when he was scouted in high school, he was mainly a shortstop. Marlins scouts decided after seeing him catch one time that if they drafted him, they would convert him to catcher. And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. And that's in there for strike 1. Out to short, Banks. The feed for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So the batting order turns over. This is Bryson Stott. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Stott starting up the middle at second, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Sosa leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Righty delivers. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. One left. Bottom of the inning. Leading off, Ernie Banks. Nola back to work. Swings through that.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Matt Strom.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested. But we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jimmy Fox. Nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
The 0-1. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Runner at second here, one gone. That one lifted to left. Schwarber settles under it. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Mantle in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh moves under it. And that is that. Welcome back. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And there's the strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Morgan on to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Bryce Harper. That one's in there, 0-1. Well, Chris, what a career Bryce Harper has put together. On the cover of Sports Illustrated at the age of 16, first overall pick by the Nationals in 2010. He's won multiple MVPs, multiple All-Star appearances, and a Rookie of the Year to boot. Bryce Harper has turned out to be just as good as advertised. The Phillies hitless so far in the game.
Yeah, and has largely lived up to the hype. There hasn't been a more scrutinized ball player than Bryce Harper over the last 10 years. I mean, he's had a target on his back because of how well he did at a young age. But he's backed it up with a couple of MVPs and got his team to the World Series in 2022. This guy will throw any pitch in any count, 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Foul ball. The wind and the pitch. And that's outside. Strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right. And welcome back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's a speed threat. Joe Morgan. The pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more.
To first, and he breaks for second. Oh, the throw is wild. Now it's going to be Ricky Henderson. And that one fouled off. Ripped on a line. Marsh brings it in, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Jones now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Way inside, gets out of the way. Morgan leads off first with one away. That one is hammered right field. Bangs off the wall. The run scores all the way from first. It's 6-0.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And he deals. And there's a foul ball. One out and a runner at second.
Have you ever caught a foul ball as a fan?
Only as a broadcaster, not as a fan. You?
Haven't been in many games as a fan.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the pitch. In the dirt. Jones caught in a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Tag out, trying to scramble back. All set for the start of the inning. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. First pitch just misses.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And first offering is fouled off. They say it went. Runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins pushes it foul. Pitch misses there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got it by him for the K.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. Here comes a pitch. That one is upstairs.
Well, these guys digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Next pitch is outside, and it's 2-0.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Bounced out to short. Fires across the diamond. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along, 2 quick outs. Jimmy Fox getting ready to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Fought off foul. And now the 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Popped up. Stop. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Offense. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Edmundo Sosa. There's a strike. Sosa, 27 years old, and he's usually a third baseman, but today he's starting at shortstop. And 1-2. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's one away. Stop. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And it's 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Outside. One down, base is empty. Line drive. Gets down, base hit. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. In there for strike 1. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Stop. Over at first with one away. Next offering misses. Now 1-2. And now 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Here's Harper now. Next pitch is popped up. Piazza under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 6th. And now Mike Piazza. And a pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Piazza goes 6 feet 3 inches, 215 pounds, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. And now the lefty late that time, and it's strike 2.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
The 0-2. Up the middle. Over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now it's the power speed combo. Mickey Mantle. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. They say you win.
No ball. 1 strike.
And the 0-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And here it comes. Good eye right there.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Ground ball to Bohm. Gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Joe Morgan digs in now.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Two outs, runner at first. Next to hit, Ricky Henderson. 1 for 3. Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Real Muto throws not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
He swings and fouls one off. Runner at second, 2 down. The 1-2. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Now a fly ball to right center. Marsh on the move. Grabs it on the run. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Now 1-1. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-1. That's hard hit on the line. And Ricky Henderson the grab. Schwarber out of the play. 1 up, 1 down. Castellanos in the box again. Takes a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Henderson right there to make the grab. 2 down. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first. And Ed Drummond right on it. Says he held up. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. Got him. 3rd out. Connor Brogdon gets handed the rock out of the pen.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Connor Brogdon.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Movement in the bullpen. Gregory Soto preparing to come on if needed. Oh, 0-2 now. And there's a ball. That one blasted deep to right. Castellanos ranges back. And gone! His 17th of the year. And they add a run. It's 7-0. Willie Mays, the next to hit. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Bounce to third. Boom. Tosses to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
The first baseman, number 4.
And now the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. Now a screamer into the outfield. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Stepping in, Ernie Banks. Slice down the right side. Gehrig, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. Grounder might be 2. Over to stop for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Martinez still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one. And at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
The next offering misses. Ball 1. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of the hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Popped up. Mantle on the run towards the line. Got it. Nice grab. And there's 2 down. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now, Jimmy Fox. Brogdon back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Rip towards 3rd. In plenty of time to 1st. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Mike Piazza. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, you know this guy wants to pitch up something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall, but you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Marsh makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Mickey Mantle. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And a 2-1 on the way. Fouled off. He was late. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 9th, so digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. That's in there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. And he grounds one to the right side. To first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Harper, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Out to short. Banks fires to first on the run. Harper retired. Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. There's the strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And the right-hander deals. Swinging a foul straight back. And a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Is just one strike away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses in the dirt. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Castellanos in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. That one the other way. That's the ball game. This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
First for your victorious home team. 7 runs on 14 hits. Pro Air, they left 7 men on base.